We're live now.
Oh, hello.
So people joining in are probably people haven't started joining in yet, but they're probably going to be going through some ads. So I'll take this time to post a few more stream links everywhere.
Yeah, you haven't even popped up on my shite.
Sherman is here.
Oh,
Hi,
hi,
Sherman.
Sherman.
Hi, Sherman.
Where did you post your shit? I can't find it.
Geekthulhu server has one.
Oh, goody. Okay. Where? Is that sarcastic?
Me.
Oh, goody. Geeks people. Oh, goody.
What?
Perfect response.
Huh?
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 No, yeah, the ad was like playing like super loud on your stream. No, I couldn't like hear anything. I just heard my name and I was, huh?
This is episode 6, eh? Just a little shot of the buh will get anyone going.
Buh.
Buh!
Buh.
Buh!
Buh.
Oh,
Geek, did you watch the episode from last week?
I watched most of it.
Yeah.
Sherman, thank you for
I
showing
fell asleep when I was watching it.
Oh, of course you fell asleep when you were watching it. I fell asleep while DMing it.
Rude.
Joking. Hey, Max.
That's why I'm here. I'm gonna fix everything.
You're gonna fix everything. As you all notice, I've got 5 people in this voice call instead of just the typical 4. We have an added Waifu Hunter who will be filling in with his own character. Anyway, I always like to start shows with recaps. Tanky, what happened last session?
Oh fuck!
Go.
What didn't happen? What didn't happen last?
Well, I could tell you something that didn't happen last session, and that's never mind.
I know exactly.
Yeah.
I know exactly what didn't happen last session.
I know too.
we were kind of scolded. Well, anyways, we went to the first river crossing. And the bridge was down because some fucking retard had
Wow.
way too much weight in his carriage and broke the bridge. And so we went to the ferry, the boat that carries people over, not me, and crossed the Chilean Sea, which is
On the
pretty
ferry.
cool. On the boat that carries people across, not me, and we were talking. Citri and Passion were talking, and this like human was overhearing us and was giving us like some weird looks because Citri was talking about how ugly they were.
Right.
And Passion was talking about how like only pretty people are intelligent because of all the pretty people and like who were on the ferry who skipped the waiting. And then so like I could see like Passion saw that this girl was like moving over, and so he massive fucking freaked her out even more. When we got to the other side, we went and started to adventure over to. We were just cutting through the field to go to 2 rivers, and came across a deer with an arrow, and Citri kind of healed it, and this hunter.
Good-looking hunter with
This
scars.
good-looking hunter with burn scars on his face kind of gave us a story on how, like, his family was starving and how he needed it for food and everything. Mm-hmm. So Passion just blew it in the face with a firebolt.
Yes.
And then he lied, and then we like kind of was like, oh my god, and then we got stopped by some what were they called? They were
Patrol.
The
Patrol.
United Patrol, yeah. Again, by two very good looking. There was a human named Vincent, and there was a half orc named Jerry, and
Derry and Vincent.
Jerry and Vincent. That's what I said.
Yes.
It sounded like you said Jerry.
No, Jerry.
Okay.
And of course, Passion, being the smutton character that he is, kept flirting and flirted his way, or tried to flirt his way out of being arrested. Passion almost got taken away for using forbidden magic.
That's because you were saying we were using magic.
When Passion sees a pretty face, he
with a fireball.
Yeah, when Passion sees a pretty face, it's just like word vomit. Spills the truth.
Unfortunate, but that is the case. I don't think he glossed over any other details. Those are pretty much the high points. Any small little things you want to add in, Spike?
Well, when we were at the river crossing that broke, there was the dude that had broke the bridge, and he sent his daughter by herself to go get help.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
So she ended up dying because we decided not to do anything.
She's probably dead. She's probably dead. We don't know, but she's probably dead.
Passion got stung by ants.
Oh, right. I was supposed to be on lookout, and I started looking at an anthill and got bit by a fire ant on my ankle.
Yeah.
Mild annoyance.
And we just, I think when we ended it, we had just made it to Two Rivers.
Yes.
Yeah, we were like just on the outside. Oh, right, in Two Rivers, because it is a place where the Sun Temple is huge. We noticed that a lot of people, there was people looking at Citri because Furbolg, but a lot of people were like almost like glaring at Passion because in this world, tieflings are touched by the shadow, which is like the direct opposite force of the Sun Temple. So we gonna run into some racism in this scene.
Hell yeah.
I'm gonna say the N-word.
No!
Don't do it!
I will get banned off Twitch.
Nuisance.
Oh! We're banned.
Demonetized,
Fuck.
thank you. That's my time. I'll see you.
All right.
I can't think
Actually,
of anything else.
I'm pretty sure we could just get demonetized off of the very first fucking sentence that Tanky said.
Probably.
Oh no!
I dropped the R-bomb.
Just flag it as adult content.
Yeah. I'm gonna do that right now.
It's fine. He's gay. He can say those things.
Yeah.
Right.
Right. He is gay, so it's okay.
Am I able to get away with it just because I'm gay and
Well, you just have
Middle
to
Eastern?
cry and say that bad people said it in front of you and it's poisoned your pure mind.
Right.
That's all
And
right.
I'm also
I'm certain I'm partially autistic myself, so it's cool. We're good.
Autism is a giant shield. Don't worry.
Welcome to our autism awareness.
Sometimes
campaign.
autism is a choice, which
Sometimes.
unfortunately a lot of people make.
we were actually just talking before this started. Gnome and I were talking about how my doctor said if she was a man, she'd choose to be gay because she's like I don't know how my husband deals with me.
I see. That's the same for me. I couldn't live without a man.
I don't.
Well, I was wondering where you're gonna go.
Oh, without penis.
My
All right.
doctor's like, women are crazy, and I don't know how people deal with them. I'm like, oh, okay.
Ooh.
Agreed. As a woman, I can definitely.
Well, now that our attack on feminism is complete, no?
Yes.
Let's go.
Let's
I would just like
begin.
to say that was coming from a female doctor. Just saying.
All right. Ominous music plays. Obviously. No, this is not. This is not an ominous scene. But in the middle of Inestra are the Golden Hills. All right, it's not near the. It's not in the middle. It's more on the eastern border of Inestra. But regardless, the Golden Hills lie in Inestra. In the middle of the Golden Hills in Inestra is a monastery that's called the the Temple of the Sun Stag. It's a monastery that's been around for several hundreds of years, and they're known for a few things, but they're known best for beer. They make the best beer in... Well, it's arguably one of the best beers in Beryndel, but this temple, the Sun Stag Temple, has a history. It was not always the Sun Stag. In fact, records in the monastery itself show that thousands of years, about 1,500 years ago, 1,500 years ago, the Sun Temple the Sun Stag Temple was rebuilt from the crumbs, the bricks and mortar of what was before it. And before it was another temple, and is only in writing, but this temple was devoted to a god that goes by the name Lorenza. And this god was known to be a scary thing at the time. It was whispered only as a curse to someone. This was the god of finality, the last word. Now, nowadays, that temple has all but lost that memory, outside of a few scripts that are written in a language that is really dated. Not too many people know. But those that have trained from birth to adulthood in this monastery all know that language. And one person in particular, an extremely unique case, is a man. Well, what some would call a man, others would call a monster. His name, Torban Wavecrasher. Of course, Torban Wavecrasher got kicked out of that monastery some years ago. Before I ruin the rest of his backstory, Waifu, playing Torban, has found himself wandering on this wonderful Great Moon Festival outside of Saelia, which is quite a far ways from the Golden Hills in Inestra, let's be honest. But we're in the Two Rivers, where this is considered the center of the worshippings of the Sun Temple. Not to be confused with the Sun Stag Temple, which of course Torban would know. You find yourself in the Two Rivers City.
Mm-hmm.
At the entrance, there seems to have been a kerfuffle. I love that word. Some people are a carriage is stopped, and the man is arguing with the gate watch guard. Let me through. I have orders to bring this to the Sun Temple. Okay, what says your papers are all out of whack. This isn't even your name. There's supposed to be 3 people here. There's only 2 of you. And the man, angry, says, how long is this going to take? This'll take the rest of the afternoon. It has to be there by this evening. On the other side. Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna ask the man, what does he look like?
The man, he's a very distraught older gentleman. Looks kind of ragged.
Mm-hmm.
But like definitely aging. Definitely seems like he's not too fond of where he is. He looks like he's a worker though. His hands are kind of gross and mangled. It looks like he does spend his time working maybe either a field or something with a lot of heavy equipment.
Okay. What's in the back of his cart?
The back of his cart? Well, the first thing you notice about the cart is that a wheel is broken. But, well, I mean, it's fixed. A wheel looks like it has been haphazardly fixed.
Mm-hmm.
But in the back of the cart are a bunch of barrels, a few containers. It looks very heavy. There's a lot of black soot around the cart and inside the cart.
I'm gonna walk up to the cart, and I'm gonna kind of move my finger across the soot and kind of do that that grainy feeling, kind of feel it, maybe smell it, see what's going on here.
Okay, that it's what you can tell is probably a mined. It's probably been mined. Let's see. Would you have knowledge of? I suppose you would, right? That this would be dragon stone.
And do I know what the uses of Dragonstone are?
Roll a roll intelligence.
That's not my dump stat. Here, let me just finger through my dice. The struggle is real, Tanky.
I know.
All right, here we go. First roll. Natural one.
Natural one.
Oh my God.
First roll of the day.
This is supposed to be my good dice, too.
Oh
It
boy.
betrays you.
All right. Well, first off, you get noticed by someone. Hey, what are you doing back here? This ain't your cart.
Oh, me? No, I don't have a cart.
No, this is our cart. Back off from my cart. And you.
Sorry.
You see that this looks like the guy, but it's obviously his son.
I'm sorry, lad. You're clearly looking after your father. My apologies. I just saw you're in a bit of trouble, and I saw this fine powder, and I was trying to recall what the use of this dragon glass stone. I don't.
It's dragon powder. What?
Dragon powder.
What the heck are you? I've never seen you around here.
Well, and so I'm going to describe my character now.
Okay.
Looking up and down is a very tall, about 6'6", and lanky tabaxi, very giant cat person. He's wearing dark crimson robes with a black belt tied around his waist. As for his fur, it's kind of like a very smoky cream, but it gets very dark around the face and ears and his paws. Well, that's because I saw you're in a bit of a pinch, lad, and I might need to get in there myself, and I overheard you need, I hold up my fingers, 3 people, and you are down by 1.
Yeah, my sister, she gone left and never come back.
Well, I best suppose that you start picking up a lovely female accent, because there's no way I'm passing off as a female looking like this.
Nah, you look fine female to me. Come on, I'll introduce you to my pa.
It's best that I don't talk. And I start to kind of like tell him to lean in. It's best that I don't talk. Tell them I'm dumb, can't talk, can't speak. Dumb. How do you say that, Mike? How do you say that in that accent?
Dumb.
This is all Torban saying this. Dumb.
It's
I think
dumb.
Hey.
It's dumb. Anyway.
Yeah, look, I know. It's just I'm trying to make it work with the accent. Come on, give me a break. Right. So it's best that I don't talk too much, and that you do all the talking, and perhaps seeing 3 people say that your fine furry sister wandered off, and now she has returned.
I'm not much for talking
Right?
now, but I'm gonna have my pa talk to that guy. Hey, pa.
Right?
And so, as you and the 2 runners of this caravan discuss with the guard that you have 3 people coming in, the guard finally decides, after a long deliberation, to let you through. You're still wondering, of course, what are the uses of dragon powder, as he so put it. Of course, you forgot that you were wondering. Wait, what? Why does it matter? You don't realize that this might be important or might not. But you guys go through. Coran, Ciri,
Yes.
Passion. You 3
Hello.
traveling through the city. Come back and notice this cart of the man you guys remember meeting at the bridge.
Not this idiot again.
Oh no.
With him is his son, whom you guys recall, and a large, well, not that large, considering Ciri.
Citri.
Citri. Hey, Ciri.
Hey,
Hey,
Citri.
Siri, play the goddamn game.
Citri. You 3 notice this large tabaxi. Citri, you'd have known what this was. With Passion and Coran, you most definitely would not have.
Oh, it's a Baxi.
Oh, what?
It's a Baxi.
Oh. Cool.
Cat.
Looks
Cool.
like looks like a cat to me.
They're giant cats. Quite. I mean, they're. Yeah. Interesting. Should we go talk to them?
Can they hear me from this distance?
They could certainly hear Pa and Son duking it out
Well, now that we're
verbally.
now
You guys
that we're
are all in the city.
Now that we're in, they're hearing a very thick Scottish accent coming out of this tabaxi, trying to just chat these guys up.
I wonder if the bridge ever got fixed. I wonder how they got over.
Obviously, the bridge got fixed. Just saying, Citri.
Oh. I wonder if their horse is okay.
Does
You guys are wondering a lot. Do you guys go and do anything about that wondering?
Let's go talk to them.
Oh, wow.
Novel idea.
You guys go approach the miner and his son and the tabaxi and the cart. And it looks like you're in the way because they're about moving their way through. And the pa says, "Yeah, where I know you from?" He points to you, Passion. "I recognize you."
Now, Pa, don't be upsetting the fanciful man. And I try to put his finger down from pointing at him.
Hey. All right. You know, this here Catman, I don't know him before today, but he feels like a third son to me. Anyway.
And in the case of some papers, a daughter.
Haha. Anyway, y'all are in my way.
So you finally got over the bridge.
Yeah, that bridge. Yeah, stinking bridge.
Is your
that
horse
you
okay?
broke.
It wasn't even over the limit. I had the guy weigh it out. It's only 80 stone, not 100. The bridge was under maintenance. Wasn't cared for.
And Pa here is a caring man, and I tap him on the shoulder.
I do care.
If you say so.
I don't remember seeing you at the bridge.
That's
this
because I wasn't at the bridge. I was promptly wandering around in the lovely wilderness. I heard there was some good flowers, and then I realized that my coffers are running thin. Which reminds me. And he pulls out a pan flute and puts down and what looks to be a sprawled, empty... It's like a tankard, but it's been cut open to look like some sort of pouch. And he tosses a few coins in there, and he starts playing this pan flute.
At the gate.
At the gate.
Like literally on the cart.
Oh. Oh. Okay.
Pa looks at you and is like, "What you doing?" But Son starts clapping with the tune. Yeah. And
I just look at Passion very
the son
confused.
the son pulls out a silver and like, "You know Timber Me Wayside?"
Do I know Timber Me Wayside?
It's it is a classic folk tune from Celia. Anestrans know it as The Lady in the Draw. So you do know The Lady in the Draw.
Oh, you mean Lady in the Draw? Let's see. Okay. Like, and the 1 and the 2 and better not mess this up. I start to play.
All right, roll a performance.
All right, sheet. What is
Coran
my...
is just screaming in silence. Jesus. My guy.
Oh, this is going to be
I
one
like
of those
hearing
days.
music.
Oh no.
It's not very... I'm going to tell you right now, it's not very good. That's a 9.
Mm.
Oof.
The son's trying to keep up with it, but he stops clapping and just starts nodding his head, and it's like, I mean, that'll do. The performance was lackluster, but passable.
Citri still liked it. She's still like blissfully ignorant.
There's not much music to go around outside of bars and taverns.
No, there's not.
I honestly don't know what the problem was. And then I pull out a flask and I take a quick swig of it. Maybe there's something off with the flute. Something must be wrong.
Yeah, something's wrong with the flute.
Well, fanciful man, quite the observation.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just bewildered.
Well, y'all
I'm just
folks.
bewildered at what's going on.
Pa says, "Well, y'all folks seem like good folk. Want to come escort us to the church? I mean, sorry, the temple?
Temple?
The Sun Temple."
Yes.
We must go at post haste. And I close my bag quickly, throw it back in my things, put away the pan flute. Post haste! Come on now, let's go. No wasting time. Let's go. I've heard there's alcohol there. Let's go.
let's go. I guess. I mean, what do you think?
No,
Coran?
there's no time to be wasting. Why are you standing? Help the cart. You're big and strong. Here, the corner, like this. And I'm grabbing Citri, like I'm pushing her from behind, but I've got my hands under her hands, and I'm helping her lift the cart just very slightly, where the kind of the dodgy wheel is.
Oh, okay.
You
I guess
angry
I'll-
man, walk out front. No one will get in front of you. Go on now, Mr. Scowly. Go on. And you, fanciful. Just do.
Just do. I can do that. I can just do.
Okay, so I'm carrying the.
Why is this
broken
man trying to
wheel.
get us to do his work for him?
I don't know.
Or cat?
See, that's the attitude that'll clear the road. Now point that face that way.
I'm
You
gonna
should probably not talk to him like that.
I'm
He's
gonna
scary.
I'm gonna send a message to Coran. What the fuck is going on?
I just start walking away.
Right, steer the cart behind him. Look how people move away from him. He is absolutely grumpy.
I just look at Passion like, what is going on?
No, don't look that way.
Holding-
The cart's falling. Up, underneath. Use the arms. Lift from the legs.
Oh, okay.
And you, fanciful. Maybe wave at people. Grumpy's gonna leave them in a bad way.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
So they start following. They start following you, Coran, hoping that you would lead them to the Temple of the Sun.
Coran, are you leading us to the Temple of the Sun?
We're just using his scowl to move people away. If he breaks off, then we're still gonna go to the temple.
Right. Are you
But I would-
headed?
I'm awkwardly waving, trying to get into. Cause I've never just had to like walk and wave. It's always I've walked with this assuredness of myself that people just know who I am. So the waving is like really awkward.
How are people reacting to seeing Tanky since we're now in the middle of...
Well, it is an absolute freak show. You Tanky, Passion, you realize this is an absolute freak show. The fact is, you're a tiefling, or you're a shadow touched. We have a giantess. We have a catman, and we got this grumpy dude, and two peasant folk walking through with a carriage full of stuff that has soot and all that.
I apologize profusely for the fire alarm going off.
It's alright. Sandy, stop it.
What's on fire?
My roommate is cooking something, and it's obviously
Burning.
not burning.
Burn.
Well, it's not burning.
Is
It's,
it
we have a
cooking if
very,
it's burning?
we're very sensitive fire alarms. So
Tell it it's pretty.
Oh, okay. So sorry. I know that this is a huge thing. I got a cat person. I got a shadow touch. I got a furry giantess. Walking through a crowd of people. This is extremely awkward for me because normally I would do my best to try and blend in with the situation as good as I can, being a shadow touch. And I wasn't given any time to kind of like put on a disguise kit or anything, so I'm literally a green-skinned shadow touch with fine clothing, waving at people who are very influenced by the
Fancy man. I didn't
sun.
know the people loved you so. Look, they stare in awe. Their heads distract you.
That's not staring in awe.
Yes, it is. Look at how big those eyes are. That's awe.
Oh no.
No, I said aw, like they're in. They think you're exceptional. Like not like oh he's cute.
I think that's a stare of disgust.
Really? I'm kind of squinting at these people.
How much longer do I have to carry this wheel? It's getting quite heavy.
Talking isn't lifting.
Oh,
Well, luckily, the church, the temple, is quite monumental in size and in scope. Wow. It's beautiful, really, and very tall. You know when you're close to it. You guys are rather close to it. You guys have been traveling through the city for about a couple minutes. The first thing you'll notice is that Two Rivers is a lot smaller than Prosperity, obviously. Another thing you'll notice is that there are a lot of religiously dressed folks around.
yeesh.
So people who would be either dressed more modestly, or a lot of people have religious symbols hanging from their necks, usually, and in fact, probably 19 times out of 20, that religious symbol is that of the Sun Temple. And you guys notice, Citri, roll a strength check.
12. Let me pull up my chart. Here we go.
Well, when you finally reach the temple, Citri,
So
you're a
it's,
little
13.
sore. You're a little sore.
I'm very sore.
You're very sore.
Question.
Yes.
Is there like a like obviously the Shadow Touch are almost like opposite of the Sun. Do I know if there's like a temple or something that really that exonerates or worships or celebrates the Shadow Touch?
There would be no such thing that you would know
No
of.
such thing. Okay.
Oh gosh. Are we almost there yet? I need to put this down.
Oh, well, you should just say something. Put it down there, lass.
Ugh.
We're there.
You were screaming at
Pa.
me.
Pa yells out, we're here.
Well,
Oh,
someone had
God.
to support Pa. And I don't think the fanciful man could quite do it like you.
Ugh.
I'm gonna go.
Well, thanks, I guess.
I'm gonna go talk to that head priest over there and get me some money. Y'all wait here.
Of course, Pa. We'll watch over it.
I'm
And
out of here.
Pa leaves and goes into the temple.
So, Junior, you like any girls? Don't worry, Pa's gone.
Oh my.
Oh.
Which junior are you asking?
Yeah,
The son,
I don't
right?
know who he's talking to.
Yeah,
He's
his
talking
son.
about the sun.
Oh, okay.
The Sun Junior.
Well, there ain't much time for looking out in the coal mines, yeah?
There are plenty. Look around you, lad. We are on top of a hill. You can see them by the mile.
Tabaxi, what's your name?
Oh, that's right. How rude of me. I am known as Torban Wavecrasher. Torban for short.
Oh.
I'm Citri.
Citri, pleasure to meet you, large lady.
Why does everybody say that?
Well, I have to
'Cause-
look up at you, and you are twice my size in thickness. But that doesn't help that I'm real thin, and have been known to forget to eat.
Now you're calling me fat. I'm
I am
walking.
not calling you fat, I am calling myself tiny.
Son pipes up. My name's Stu. Short for Stewart.
Stewart, of course you are, young man.
Ha. Yeah,
Yeah.
Pa don't like, Pa don't much like me talking to other girls, though, yo. You know?
Well,
Oh.
there'll be plenty of time at the tavern, because surely you'll need a rest and you'll need a room.
What about damn there angry man's name?
Yes, what about the man with the face of stone?
Oh,
Bro,
I can't believe I'm dealing with these people. Why? Why am I?
Coran, be friendly and introduce yourself.
You realize you were tricked to do his job, right?
tricked? She is getting paid.
Paid in what?
Well, we'll find out when Pa returns, won't we?
Aren't we here to do something?
I
We're
don't
here
know.
to find Barefoot.
Oh, thanks for telling the strangers the plan.
I like the tabaxi. Reminds me of home. But your accent, I can't really.
Dwarven.
What?
It's
You're
a dwarven
tabaxi.
accent.
You're not a
Yes.
dwarf.
I was raised in a monastery.
Oh.
You know those cute little fairy tales where children are left in a breadbasket and then wolves eat them? Well, I was left outside a monastery. At least my
Oh.
ma and pa were nice enough not to kill me.
Well, I mean, that's good.
Yes.
Oh.
But there's no
Alright.
time for life stories just now. I'm going to gather from your little exposition there that his name is Coran, and it's much better than Mr. Grumpy.
I like him.
And it was better than calling him Face Full of Stone,
Well,
because
I mean,
stone
you're
is far
not-
more expressive than this man.
I find it offensive that you refer to me as giant lady, but you know.
Nicknames are easy. But that's the nature before we get to know each other, Citri. And the fanciful man, I believe he has a name.
I like being called Fanciful Man. That's,
Well,
that's
you still
very
will.
nice.
I just need to know your name for legal purposes.
Legal purposes.
Legal purposes. And then I uncork my flask again, and I pop another swig, and I cork it again.
What legal purposes do you need to know my name for?
Clearly, I'm a notary.
Is he
More like
a
a
notary?
bullshit artist.
Oh my.
I'm gonna.
Coran.
Can I do an insight check on that?
Go ahead.
You can.
Oh, that's a 7.
Oh.
Sounds good to me.
So sarcasm is completely above you. Got it.
Yes. In this instance, yes.
There's stuff being talked about legal.
Legalese, I'm just like, oh, okay. Well, my name is Passion.
Is it possible to like pull a string of a bow with my toe and just shoot myself in the head? Just...
Yes.
Yeah, that's totally possible.
That would be a dexterity check.
I will go ahead and stop Coran from doing that because he doesn't need to commit suicide.
Well, he has to take off his boot.
Hey, Torban.
Aye.
Torban, right?
Aye.
Y'all said you were a notary, right? So, like, if I was to say there was maybe a few cities over that, you know, you could maybe notarize a marriage, you know, without parental approval, you know, something to that matter.
Let me check my notes. And I open my box of drunken scrubblings. Well, it seems I have but a short month to make the most of my notary. However, I think I can put a word in for you, and I think I can make it happen. But you see, me coffers, and I pull at my robes. I'm so poor, I can't travel. I'll need some sort of payment.
Well,
And
yeah,
as you can see, I'll need to hire on armed guards. With a face like that, no one's gonna fight me. And I'm pointing at Corbin. Coran.
Well, see, her name's Alyssa, and she lives out in Destit, which is a little ways away from Prosperity. But, we've been chatting via mail and letter. She's a pretty gal.
How'd you know?
She described herself to me. She says she has big boobs, a big butt,
Oh.
but
You know she could be fat.
She sounds very classy.
she has
Hold
long
on.
brown hair.
And I squint and I lean in real uncomfortably close. You could smell the liquor on my breath. Oh, you're into the big ones, lad.
I mean, not necessarily so.
Listen, a well-fed woman is not to shake your hat at.
I plan to keep her quite well fed with my salary. As soon as I can start my own company and get out from working for my pa.
Well, surely someone like, and as I'm about to be like, using examples of men who like women, I look at Passion, quickly look away. Surely someone agrees with you, yeah.
Well, you see, I've been saving up some gold to move myself out to Destit and start my own farming company. We're gonna revolutionize the farming industry,
Oh my God.
but we're gonna
Right.
use it. We're gonna use coal mining techniques
I'm gonna
on
interject.
farms.
I'm
We need-
interjecting.
We need
I
to go.
I need to find. Oh God, what is it? I need to go get a drink and some food. Where can we go?
You
to
need
do
a
that?
drink there, lad.
Like
And I
some of the
grab
most
it.
annoying characters. He's so good at it. Like Benfrey, this guy.
Let's go find a bar.
Hold
I mean,
on.
I
You
even
need a drink there, lad. Lad,
Oh.
you're talking to a walking bar. And I throw one of my tankards at him. Drink!
I don't need
Passion,
an alcoholic
you-
beverage.
You have this tankard full of who knows what alcohol.
I'll take it. I'll drink it.
Have you drank alcohol before?
Never. I mean, I've made some stuff, oh God.
Some tinctures?
Well, I've made some out of fungus, but I don't know. I've never tried
Mushroom.
something like this.
Not bad, not bad.
Okay, I take it and it's tiny. Well, to me, but it's a tankard. So, but I drink it.
No, it's
Would it be
decent
tiny
size.
to me? Decent size?
it would
It'd
take.
be a little smaller to you, but it's still a tankard.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'll drink it. Whoa.
You consume the alcohol.
That was one of my bad batches.
Oh no.
I rolled a d20 to see where that would end up. It didn't end well for you.
This is awful. What is
Right.
this?
Right? Well, that was a practice round.
Oh God.
Hold on. Oh, nope, that's a bad one. Sorry.
God.
Roll a Constitution check.
I got a 5.
5 plus
5 plus
3, 8.
3.
So, unfortunately for you, this particular brew is a bit too sour and a bit too strong on the alcohol side. Your stomach is in some pain.
Oh God.
Do I notice this?
I doubt Citri would make it unnoticeable.
Oh, my stomach.
Okay, I'm stepping
He poisoned
away.
me.
I am stepping away. I do not need
I'm gonna-
any vomit on me.
I am
Yeah.
going to check the other side of the cart for reasons.
Oh, I'm gonna punch you in the face for reasons. Oh.
Well, I'm pretty fast. You cannot catch me.
Okay, I'm
Roll
looking around.
Roll a Constitution save, Citri.
17.
Okay. You managed to not vomit.
Oh, good. Okay.
See, I told you the brew is good. It just needs work on the flavor.
17.
I'm gonna look around. I'm looking around for like
Oh god.
a restaurant or anything that will serve food.
Due to alcohol now being introduced to your system, Citri, and it's spreading quite quickly because of game mechanics, you will now have a disadvantage to any dexterity saves for the upcoming hour.
Oh, okay.
And that's it.
We need to go find an inn so we can have a place to stay and
Just
I know
as
try
Just-
to investigate what we're here to do.
And just as that happens, Pa walks out with a priest, or what you would think would be maybe the head priest of the Sun Temple.
Mm-hmm.
He walks out of the temple with this guy. And Pa has a bag of coins with him as a few other priests start to come by and go to the carriage, saying, excuse me, and start to carry out these boxes from the carriage.
I'm gonna slowly make my way to hide behind Coran.
I'm gonna go up to Pa and demand that he gives me some money for carrying his stupid wagon for him. Pa, please compensate me for carrying that wheel that I was volunteered for no reason.
I never asked you to carry out no stinking wheel.
Hold on now. Pa.
Hold on, what?
Surely, look at her. She looks like such a mongrel. Surely it would be an act of charity at this point. Well, look at her company. She's got a flower and a stone face. This woman is in dire straits. Surely we could pay her a little money.
Sure, it is a pity.
Oh my god.
Sure is a pity, ain't it?
It is a pity, Paul. I'm so sorry.
Roll persuasion.
I got it too.
No, not you.
Not you, Citri.
Oh. Okay, never mind.
You're not doing the persuading at this point in time.
No.
That's a 10.
Okay. Pa looks inquisitive for a moment. Looks like he's thinking pretty deep. He holds the bag in his hand. He counts through.
Sorry, 3.
Hath.
You're
To
cutting
go-
out.
Huh?
Cutting out.
I'm cutting out a little bit.
Oh. Pa holds his bag of coins. He starts counting. Starts counting them out. Says, how 2 gold sound? 2 gold pieces.
I'm gonna. Excuse me?
2 gold pieces. Y'all did some
How about
fine work. Some 2 gold pieces is good.
how about we make it 5 gold pieces for the added effort of Coran leading the way and clearing it so we have a clear path. Citri, who helped lift it so it was an easier transition because the wheel, as I look over at it, is a little haphazardly put together. Not horribly, but it did make it a little easier. And we had to help you get through the gates so that
Your
you get
tabaxi.
Yes,
our
tabaxi
tabaxi friend right
Whoa,
here.
no. Pa and I will discuss a modest wage for someone myself. Maybe a bit of good conversation, but no, your business is your own. Please. But the fanciful man makes a point.
Roll a persuasion. Passion.
Oh, That is going to be a 19 plus 7, making it
Oh.
a 26.
Woo!
Uh-oh, the grifter got grifted.
All right, y'all folks. I see the value in what y'all done. I think y'all is good folks. For this this quite fine specimen of a woman here. How's 5 gold sound?
Thank you. Thank you so much.
And
Wait, why am I thanking you? Just give
and
it to
you
me.
the stone man. Here's 3 gold pieces for you too. Make a good bodyguard.
I just grab it and just shake my head at him.
So committed to the work.
Such a good bodyguard. Anyway,
Mm-hmm.
you should
Absolutely.
really become a hireman.
Why do you think he's here? I mean, do you think some fine-dressed person would be walking alone without such a stone-faced bodyguard? Especially in a place like this?
I barely know this man.
Shut up, Coran.
My question for the GM is,
Yeah.
what is the Sun Priest doing while all this is happening?
The Sun Priest had handed over the gold to Pa and is now directing the movement of the boxes full of dragon powder from the cart into the temple.
Passion, Corin.
Mhm.
Do you think we should go ask that priest if he's seen anybody? He's been seen our man. I don't know what he looks like, but you guys do. Barefoot, you said his name is? I mean, he is a sun priest. He might know
Honey,
something.
I know you're new to this part of town, to this part of the region here. I'm just gonna let you know that my kind and them don't get along.
All right, well then I'll go talk to him. So I go walk up to
How
the sun
about
priest.
how about we let the human go and talk to the human?
Okay, Corin.
While you are all arguing over it, you hear a very loud Scottish accent going, "Yes, apparently his name is Barefoot. Have you seen him?"
Oh, such stealth.
Mhm.
Oh,
This won't play out bad at all.
Not at all.
I'll go walk up to them. What are you doing, Tabaxi?
Torban. You
Torban.
know his name is Torban.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. What are you doing, Torban?
You couldn't decide. So I went and I started asking about Barefoot. And I don't know who that is, but I was hoping that this finely dressed man of the cloth would know. For in matters of faith, one should turn to the faith.
I look at the sun priest. Do you know where or who Barefoot is?
Never heard the name before.
He's an orc, I guess.
Goblin.
Goblin.
You wouldn't
There you
know
go.
that though. You would have just assumed an orc.
Okay. Well, I assumed it was an orc, but
So
apparently
that's
it's a
what you
goblin.
said.
What?
Awesome. This is great.
What did I say?
Oh, you said orc. We're looking for an orc now.
Orcs don't come to Two Rivers.
Oh, I'm goblin. I'm sorry.
Goblins don't come to Two Rivers.
But they do. You're lying.
How do you know he's lying?
I don't
I
know.
am my good father, and I take his hand. We are so sorry for wasting your time. Please continue with your work, and I will talk my very inebriated friend away from the situation. Please continue about your work. Thank you for your time.
I feel
Yes.
like you know something.
No, Citri, you've had enough to drink there, love. Come this way. Come this way.
Why did you do that? He knows something. I know it.
He lives in a temple.
I'm
He knows
looking
a thing
for a
or two
restaurant.
about stained glass. He knows a thing or two about barrels and what they contain when they are brought to his doorstep. He didn't know a thing about a barefoot.
I'm
don't
looking
know.
for a restaurant or an inn or something.
I need somewhere to go to.
Just something. I need.
We need to
What
go.
is?
I
need
want
to-
more drink.
Now, Citri, you have a lovely handful of gold. Now, I see a potential to make more of it and maybe get some headway on your friend without shoes. However, we need to finish talking to the fine boy Stuart.
I don't care. He's a
Stuart
human.
Stuart hears his name and says,
We were discussing very important matters, and I kind of
no.
look over at Paul, and I look over at him, and I kind of jerk my head, get over here.
I got the hearing of an eagle. What's going on?
Well, you were saying this
And the brain
proposal.
of a dodo bird.
Corbin.
I don't know what
why?
I don't know what a dodo bird is, but I imagine if they had brains, it would be pretty big like mine.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Like when you broke the bridge, you moron.
You were saying
Citri.
she is very, very drunk, and I put my finger in my mouth and I put it in her ear.
Ah!
As you can see, she's a bit of a teetotaler. Therefore, try to pay no heed to what crude obscenities come from this lovely, giant, drunken woman.
Oh, I'm lovely. Oh, kinda
Sure
sort of heard
sure
for a
thing.
while.
Sure thing. Anyway, y'all was calling me over here for some reason.
You had a bit of a proposal, and I'm a bit interested.
Proposal's a bit strong. We just barely knew each other, Torban. It's a little early, don't you say, proposal?
Well, how about this? I think you have a bit of a interest in moving to the area to start revolutionizing farming. Now, I'll be honest, look at these hands. I don't think I've ever held a spade. However, if it is in the fine field of growing hops, suddenly my interest is piqued.
Huh.
Also,
Alright.
I'm always in need of way of coin and adventure. And I don't think I've had the local delicacies down there yet. So,
How much coin would you need to leave us alone?
Oh no. I like him. He called me lovely.
He also called you fat.
Oh,
I called myself thin.
do you think
I
I
I'm
also
mean, it's
called
the same
you
thing.
Nope. See? And I hold out my lanky arm. Rail thin. Hold on. I fold.
Perspective.
Stu,
I don't want him to go away. I like him.
Stu grabs
keep him?
Stu grabs your arm and gives it a small shake. It's like, yeah, they ain't nothing there.
Exactly. But it's fast.
And you're the genius that paid him to hold up a wagon that he convinced some woman to.
No, I
we
held.
ain't
no
paid him
wagon.
yet.
I'm pulling out 10 gold.
No,
I'm
no,
pulling
we're
out 10
keeping him.
gold.
I want to
What?
keep him.
He's not a real cat. He's a sentient being.
I like him. And it reminds me of home. He should stay. Don't make him go away.
I think, therefore, I am.
Okay, I'm putting the 10 gold away. I'm just out. I'm gone. I'm walking in a direction.
I follow.
I'm walking.
I look at
looking for an
Torban,
inn.
look at them. I guess I'll have to follow them.
I'm walking south. I don't know why you're taking me, but I'm walking south from the temple. I don't know. I don't know.
Let's go find a place again.
Stuart, of course, finds himself walking along with you guys.
Oh no.
So, where are we all going here?
Go
Well-
away, human.
Excuse me, that's no way to talk to Corbin. Corin.
Coran.
Corin.
Coran.
There's no way to talk to Corin. As grumpy as he has every right to be here.
I have no problem with Coran. For a human, he's actually
Then
quite
don't complain, love.
nice.
It's so simple.
Oh, he
Y'all,
called me love.
y'all finding for Barefoot, right? That's that famous magician up from Arbelin, right?
Wait,
Yes.
That's
you
the
know
one.
who Barefoot is?
Yes. Everyone
Yeah.
knows who Barefoot is.
I didn't come to Prosperity just to check out his performance. I didn't catch
Mhm.
it, but I heard it was
Good.
good.
Well, you didn't die, so obviously you didn't catch it.
Oh, what happened?
I
There
wasn't
was a-
there.
There was a mishap in the performance, and some people died. What do you know about Barefoot?
I don't know. He's come from Arbelin. He's big and famous and all. He's, just a big magician. He makes magic tricks. He makes himself look big when he's actually a really small goblin. Y'all ever see that? He makes himself look like a real big person.
Insight check.
Insight check.
I'm inside. I have a feeling. I have a feeling that this. Ooh. Yeah. So my insight check is this. Oh shit. Well, I wouldn't be able to really tell if it's Barefoot, but is he like he's talking about Barefoot like he knows a lot of information, like the basic information, but it's like he's like really knows the information. So I guess like if he knows more about Barefoot than
Then
he's
he's letting
leading
on.
on. Yeah.
All right. That is a very specific insight to check, but I'll allow you to check for it.
Okay. Natural 20.
Oh! I shouldn't allow
Good
them
thing
to
it was
roll.
so specific.
If you want to DM me the answer,
It's Barefoot. It has.
So suddenly your horn starts lighting up.
what?
No, I'm joking.
What?
My horn is
no.
never lit
like-
up.
No, this is how Passion gets his super magic powers. His horn lights up. No,
I am a unicorn, Dad.
you ever see Psych?
Yeah.
No.
Like when he's like going to investigate, he zooms in on small little bits and details.
Yeah.
All right. So you're taking in Stuart again while he's doing this, except this time with a much more skeptical eye.
Mm-hmm.
And you notice his hands. He's dressed right. He's dressed the part. He looks like he's just come from a mine, and he's pulling a wagon cart all the way to the Sun Temple. Then you realize, oh, he just said he came from a mine, but he tried to check out Barefoot's performance, which was only a few days ago. How fast can he travel between Prosperity, Mount Sinea, and Two Rivers? Then you look at his hands again. Something doesn't seem right. His hands are dirty, but there's no scars or cuts on his hand like you would expect from someone who's a hard worker.
Yeah, I've known some hard workers from the mines. I mean,
Right.
they come and frequent my brothels all the time when they're in Prosperity.
Yeah.
So
So
Okay.
this.
I'm taking in all of the details, being like, okay. I
So
at this
something-
point in time, I'm
so-
keeping the information to myself until we are, in a private area. But yeah, just keep going on what else I notice.
Something leads you to believe this Stewart guy might be more than just a Stewart guy.
Yeah,
Stuart!
yeah, yeah.
Also, hey, Power
On
Bottom.
Hey, Power Bottom.
Hey, Power Bottom. Thanks for watching.
Okay.
Is there anything else that I'm picking up on? Like, is the accent kind of like waning in and out?
Wow. Way to criticize me personally, Tanky.
No, that's not anything about you. I'm wondering, like, if the accent of Stuart is kind of waning in and out, kind of like
No, this guy's got it.
this guy's got it down. Okay, cool.
Yeah, this guy's got it down. Well, I mean, it's not like it feels natural. It's not like it's put on it. It's not like it's being an act. It's not like it's an act to try and sound like it. It sounds like the person just sounds like that.
Right. Okay.
All right. After he went on his little bit about how cool of a magician Barefoot was and all the stories he'd heard, you guys made it to a nearby tavern.
Cool.
Mhm.
Cool. What's the tavern called?
Two Rivers Tavern.
Okay, cool.
I suspect he made that up on the fly.
All right, let's
Is
go
this
in.
is this the only tavern in town?
No, that's the tavern down the street.
Oh, okay.
It's actually
There's one
called
called bar.
It's actually
and
called
there's
the
one
only.
called tavern.
No, the
only
tavern down
tavern.
the tavern down the street is called the only tavern in town.
Cool. Does Two Rivers Tavern offer lodging?
Yeah. It's
Okay.
the only tavern in town that doesn't offer lodging.
Right. Okay.
It's only a tavern.
Cool.
Yes.
I asked the guy behind the bar counter or whatever.
Yeah.
How much are rooms
Rooms
for 3 people?
for 3 people. Y'all sharing
Yeah.
rooms?
I don't
No.
want to share a room with you guys.
3 rooms?
3 rooms. Yeah, 3.
I'll share a room with Passion. Yeah, it'd be
I'm
fun.
getting my own room. How much are rooms?
Back in my circle, we all slept in very small tents together. I don't see why it's a big deal.
I'd say it's probably half a gold piece a room.
So 5
Yeah.
silver.
Yeah.
All right, done.
5 silvers a room. They're 5 silvers a room
Cool.
Okay.
for the night.
All right.
Cool.
If we have
Torban.
vacancy.
Oh, do you have
Do
vacancy?
you have oh.
Yes, we do.
If we have vacancy. Oh.
Torban, do you need a room?
I'll find my own way. Sometimes I just pull out my winter blanket and take a nap on the floor.
Let me get you a room, Torban.
I'll
no,
share a
no, no.
room with Torban then. Jesus.
You share a room with Torban.
Nay, far too forward. Far too forward. These men are not true gentlemen.
I might
I never-
hurt him.
I never claimed to be. Oh,
Uh,
I've never.
What the
I've
fuck
never
just
claimed.
happened here? Like,
I
what's
don't
going
know. What is going on? What is going on?
y'all folks getting rooms here?
Oh,
All
oh,
right.
no. I'll get my own room.
I'm gonna. Okay. So we know how much room. How much for your finest food?
No. Oh, finest food. That's gonna be a little bit here. Finest food. How's some chicken liver sound?
Gross.
Delicious.
You like
I'm-
chicken livers?
I'm going to.
I like being able to eat.
You know, we can fry the chicken Daji style. They fry vultures
Have-
down there, but we could fry chickens here.
Do you have any fresh vegetables or fruit?
I'm certain we could whip up something.
Thank you.
I'm going to pay for my room,
Okay.
and then I'm going to head down to the only tavern in town and check out their food selection.
I'm gonna go ahead and pay for my room.
Okay. None of you are getting the dodgy styled fried chicken.
I will only take fruits and vegetables.
Yeah.
I'll take that. Yeah. How much is that?
Dodgy fried chicken is gonna be 5 silver for a meal.
Okay.
That must
So
be some
save
pretty
the-
good fucking chicken.
Oh,
The meal
how much is it?
and,
How much is
and the
my
room
meal?
for a
gonna be?
night. So 9 silver.
It's a gold.
That's
Yep.
1 gold. 1 gold.
1 gold.
Gold 10
Huh?
silver.
5 and 5.
Oh. Okay. Well. All right. Well.
To be
Um,
fair, that is the modest living price here. And
Okay. All right.
I'll sit and eat a meal with Torban. Coran.
all right, Coran, Torban. You realize Stuart's here, but Pa's nowhere to be found, and you still haven't been, compensated.
I have his son.
You have his son.
I have his son. I'll be fine.
Stuart looks around, says, meal's fine and all, but I'm gonna get back to my pa here and
Well,
see what he's up to.
That sounds like a perfect segue to let this lot, since I know they're sleeping, do about their business, and you and I can talk very important notary related business.
You gotta make it sound all weird and stuff. Anyhow, peace, y'all.
Oh no.
And,
Peace be upon you.
Oh, you're leaving?
For now.
He's going back with the kid.
Stuart and Torban leave the building. Passion, you find at the only tavern in town, which is only a tavern. They've got a bit of a nicer selection of foods.
Cool.
The best thing they can offer, as far as you could tell, is a pasta that is made with cooked cheese and pork pieces. So, anyway, that's probably the best thing, right? Are you not? You're not
How
like,
much?
allergic to cheese, are you?
No.
No, it's 5 silver.
Okay.
Um.
I will pay
When
the 5 silver.
All right, and Passion, you eat all by your lonesome in the only
Uh-huh.
tavern in town.
I'm perfectly fine with that.
Coran
I'm
and
not-
Citri, you guys sit down to a
Um,
nice meal. Coran, you have your. It's practically the whole chicken, except just cut up into little bits.
Is this Beryndel's version of chicken nuggets?
No. This is like it's just
Jerk
it's
chicken?
literally just like fried chicken.
Okay.
Yeah, like imagine KFC, except
When
like better quality, or not
when I-
really. I don't know, probably not better quality. Let's be honest.
when I'm sitting there eating my dinner by myself, I'm gonna keep an ear out or an eye out,
Okay.
both, for any not shifty, but like, yeah, I'm gonna keep my ear out for any conversation of like shifty
Cool.
shifty conversations.
Roll a no, is that? Yeah, it's probably perception, isn't it? Yes. Roll a perception for the next hour while you eat.
That is a dirty 20.
Okay. Corin, you get your fried chicken, And Citri, you get your 3 ripe bell peppers.
Yum.
Just on a plate. That's all.
Well, that's I eat that like in real life every day.
Yeah.
Living the dream.
And back at the cart, Stuart and Pa are there, and Torban, you are there with Stuart and Pa.
Right, Father dearest, I've had a lovely time today. I've made 2 wonderful friends and met, not 3 wonderful friends, and met 2 very interesting characters today. So, my question for you is, do you think my work was worth
Pa!
some pay?
You hear cut off. You hear a lady's call, Pa! From the distance. And Pa looks over and says, Ah, my daughter!
Oh, she is real.
Yeah! Ah, so good to see you, Lisa. Thanks, I was worried. I didn't see the broken carriage at the bridge. But I did track down some people to help, but it looks like it was too late.
Yeah, a bit. Welcome. I'm part of your family now.
Ah, Z, who are you?
I'm you, apparently.
You're Lisa?
Well, for the time being.
I'm Lisa. You look like a cat.
You are very observant, and I appreciate that. No,
So,
I had to take your place temporarily, and I enlisted some help.
So, it's kind
Your
of
father
awkward.
and I... No, it's not awkward. It's just a bit of humor. You'll catch up, don't worry. So, Pa, as I was saying, before your lovely daughter came screaming back home, would you consider my work worthy of pay?
Ah, you want gold just like those other folks, don't you?
No, I'm asking, is my work worthy of pay? Because I'll be honest, I live a modest wage from job to job to job. As you can see, I'm clearly not a wealthy man. However, I have simple dreams, and those dreams involve being able to live and eat for a night. So, if you consider my work worthy of the time, I would ask for 2 pieces. I don't want to cut you out of house and home.
Nah, see, this folk here, this priest here gave me a full bag full of 100, so, you know what, take 10. You got 10. You got me to the town.
I am very grateful for your generosity, Pa. And I'd like to solidify this friendship with... which one is it? And I'm kind of patting myself. Ah, this one. The one next to me, heart. This is my finest flask. And this is one that I didn't make, so I can swear by it. I would like us to sit by your very empty cart now and share a few swigs.
Pa, Stuart, and Lisa all agree. And you guys have a few swigs of the finest alcohol that you had to offer, which is pretty good, probably. Passion.
Yes.
You hear something in the only tavern. The OTIT.
The OT.
Otit.
Otit.
The OTT.
The Otit.
Okay.
You hear one single word. Well, you hear 2 words. Barefoot is here. Barefoot's here. It's a contraption. Just go along with it.
I'm not arguing.
Okay, you hear that.
Do I can I, because the way I would position myself is to have my back at a wall so that I could watch anyone and everyone in there, that do I notice the person who said it?
You don't.
Okay.
But you know which direction it came from. It could be a couple of people.
Okay. What are those? Who? What do they look like?
There's 3 groups, 3 tables. One group, one table looks like a young couple. A very they don't look too wealthy, but the woman is they're a human couple.
Okay.
The woman's blonde, whatever. Anyway, the
Yeah.
next. All right, all right. The woman is blonde. And she's dressed off she's dressed like she dressed as good as she could. You know, and
Okay.
the man is a dark-haired fella with very clean features, a very smooth face, and they look like they're having a nice time, laughing and chuckling at each other.
Okay.
The table next to them is 2 off-looking people. It looks like a half-orc who is kind of rare to see in this part of town. And across the table from the half-orc is a dwarf. Now, they look like they're drinking, and they're kind of talking to each other, back and forth. The third table is a halfling sitting down across from a human, and they don't look to be drinking, but they're eating food. They're eating the meals that they would offer at the only tavern in town. And they kind of look hush hush about it.
Okay. How far away are they from me?
Probably about 15 feet.
15 feet. Okay, I'm gonna try something. I'm going to cast Mage Hand,
Okay.
and underneath.
I have to
Besides-
I'm gonna open up Mage Hand just to keep you in check here.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Because it's a spectral floating hand, so it is somewhat visible. I'm going to have it. Let me just see. Let me see what it can do. It cannot attack. So what I want it to do is kind of have it. Oh, that's not going to work, actually. Because it's a halfling and a human. Do they look like they're deep in conversation?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna have the mage hand knock over. Is there like glass, like cups on the table?
Yeah, it looks like there's a cup of water on the table.
I'm gonna have it knock over the glass, like tip it over, and then like dispel it quickly.
Okay.
I want to be super quick with it, like cast it, tip over the glass, and then dispel it. And see.
Since it is a somatic component, and you're trying to do it a little quick. Let's see.
I'm waving. I'm kind of like underneath the table, waving my hand back and forth.
Make a sleight of hand check.
Perfect. Okay. Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Okay. So you managed to spill the cup. the water splashes all over the halfling, and he gets like, what the? And the human gets up, it's like, that wasn't me. And the halfling starts pointing like, yeah, it was you. I saw you. You pushed it with your own hand. The guy says, no, my hand. I was eating food the whole time. And the halfling throws a punch at the human, which is a weird thing for a halfling to do, but I guess this guy's got a Napoleon complex. And the human's hurting because he just got hit in the rib. And the halfling's like, I told you that in secret. And
I'm gonna watch the other two groups of people. Like, I know that this bar fight is going on. I'm watching the other two to see how they're reacting to this altercation.
okay. The half orc and the dwarf start laughing and clapping along. Yeah, beat his ass. Kick that halfling in the head. And the young couple makes moves to get out from their seat and move towards the door.
Is it so when they're moving? Is it kind of like a we gotta get out of here quick kind of thing, or is it we don't want to get involved? Like, we don't like this is supposed to be our date night and we don't want to get involved, so it's kind of like, oh, hurry on.
Make a perception check. Insight.
Okay.
Make an insight check.
Okay.
I guess it's the same
Come
thing.
on.
Well, they're different.
That's 15.
Yeah, you know, there would have been a difference, but you can't really quite tell. You think they kind of just want to get out of there, but
Okay.
the way he gripped her hand almost seemed like it was a little too
hasty.
Hasty. Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. I'm going to leave a gold coin on the table as a tip.
Okay.
And
another gold coin down.
Yeah. And I'm going to excuse myself and follow the couple outside.
Okay. On the outside, you notice the couple, they're nowhere to be seen. They ran fast. But they did leave clues
Okay.
as to where they were going. You see some tracks in the stone on the ground, which is more of a gravel. Unfortunately, you're not much of a tracker, and you need to you'll need to get a hold of someone who is.
How far away is Two Rivers Tavern from where
it's
I'm
just
at?
it's just on the street.
How far though?
Probably about 150 paces.
150 paces.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go.
It's along
30
along the same way.
Right. I'm going to go 30 feet towards it, and then I'm going to send a message to Coran saying, "Meet me at the only two taverns.
The only tavern in town.
Only tavern in town. Right now, I think I got a lead."
All right. And Coran, you received that message from Passion.
Okay, I look at the weird lady.
Citri.
I keep wanting to, because people kept saying Siri. I wanted to say Siri.
Hey Siri.
Hey Siri.
Well, I
Okay.
didn't want to say that actual word because then my phone will go. Doo-doo.
Right.
Right, Sam.
Yeah.
So I say, "Hey, Citri."
I'm here.
All right, my
What's
phone
going on?
didn't do that. All right, I got a message from Passion. He says he's got a lead. I'm sure this will
Oh.
be interesting. I'm sure.
All right, let's go.
So, so
And
I
you guys go to meet.
slowly jog out.
Fortunately, you prepaid for your food, and the bartender doesn't really care you guys left because he already prepaid for the food and the inn. He doesn't even care if you stay that night. But you guys leave Two Rivers Tavern to meet up with Passion, and you guys find the trail, and the trail leads to next week on Sunday at 1 p.m. Episode 7 of Beryndel.
Wicked.
Yeah.
Wicked, that's great. I'm
That's
so excited.
because I
Me
understand we are on time limitations here. But we are good, right? All right.
Yeah.
Anything else we want to say before we end today's stream? 5 o'clock p.m. on the dot. I'm a professional.
Very.
Don't die.
Geek, Spike,
Yeah.
Tanky.
I'm
Waifu?
good. Stop
Thanks.
making other Benfreys for me to deal with.
I will never make another Ben Free. You can be rest assured. There will
Okay.
never be anyone as good as Ben Free. All right. Good night, everybody.
Good
Night,
night.
everybody.